Now, let me get this straight. You got a Supreme Court justice who's supposed to be impartial, making decisions for the people of Texas, but he's out here saying the governor is his mentor, his great leader, and that working for him was the greatest honor of his career?
I'm Alex Trevino, and we're proud Texans for Greg Abbott.
Isn't that nice?
We're joined by JD Blacklock, who was recently tapped by Governor Abbott to the Texas Supreme Court. It's a great honor to have you here, Jimmy.
Thank you so much, Alex. It's wonderful to be here with you.
You served as general counsel to Governor Abbott since 2015 and worked with Abbott in the Attorney General's office. As the governor's top lawyer,
impartial,
what has that distinguished role meant for you?
Well, it's been a great deal, Alex. I've worked for Governor Abbott for 8 years now, both at the Attorney General's office and at the governor's office.
Impartial.
And it's been the biggest honor of my career by far.
The biggest?
I've learned so much from Greg Abbott as a lawyer. He's an excellent lawyer himself, of course, having been a former Texas Supreme Court justice. He's taught me a great deal as a lawyer. He's
impartial.
Shown me how to be a better leader in the way that he's led the Attorney General's office and now the state of Texas as governor.
Impartial.
And he's also helped me learn how to be a better person.
What?
Republican Governor Greg Abbott installed barrels wrapped in razor wire in the Rio Grande in an attempt to block migrants from crossing the river and entering the United States.
That's crazy.
Texas has also placed large coils of razor wire in the river.
That's crazy.
Under this law, the moment that Roe versus Wade is overturned, abortions will be outlawed in the state of Texas.
Our suit basically says that the state government does not have any jurisdiction.
Abbott responded, "See you in court." In fact, the governor thinks this will go all the way to the Supreme Court.
And you guessed it, the same Supreme Court he appointed old JD to. Imagine going to trial against Governor Greg Abbott and having to plead your case to his number one guy. Would that feel like a fair shot to you?
The staff that he has, including myself. He's a wonderful boss to work for. He treats the people around him with respect. And
what about the other people?
He's a good man, and I've learned a great deal from him.
Great governor, great mentor, great leader.
That's right.
These guys sure do love Papa Abbott. It's almost like there's nothing they wouldn't do for him. You see the problem here, right? It's like asking a son to discipline his father, and the future of Texas depends on it. How are we supposed to believe this guy's impartial when he's practically writing love songs to the governor? The Texas Constitution clearly establishes the separation of powers between the legislative, executive, and judicial branches. This means that judges, including Supreme Court justices, should remain independent from influence by the executive branch to ensure fair and impartial decision-making. Maintaining the perception of impartiality is essential because it protects the credibility of the judiciary, ensures public confidence, and upholds the principles of fairness and equality in the legal system. Without it, the legitimacy of judicial decisions comes into question, and the rule of law can be weakened. Deshaun Jones is a two-time military combat veteran and Harris County criminal court judge with better experience and without conflict of constitutional principles. He was elected by the citizens of the fourth largest city in the country as he continues to serve with honor in the U.S. Army Reserve. With respect for the Constitution as it was written, as well as the people of Texas, Judge Deshaun Jones is the better positioned candidate with superior qualifications and helps bring balance to the Texas Supreme Court. If you believe in constitutional integrity, vote for Deshaun Jones. The governor ain't his boss.